Andy McDonald is here.
Yeah.
Hey,
Third time's a charm, remember?
So you started with...
I said, hey, Sonny Hawk.
Yeah.
No way, we did doubles the other day. That was cool.
Oh, man, you guys are going off. That was sick. Off that. Sick ass.
I'm just thinking that this is my first time on the podcast.
Now, Filthy's gone, but I know the guy. See, Tony came to Australia in the 80s, and he got the last of a dying breed. Like, they don't say that anymore. They're more... Yeah, they're more American.
It's a filthy shop. This guy told me once, he goes, I need to get a charger or something, probably for my Discman. I don't know what. And he's like, there's a filthy electronics shop down there. I goes, it's a filthy electronics shop?
That means
it's gross?
Yeah, no, it's real good. The funniest joke you ever want to see is his 360.
Oh, right. Now, wait a second. Jeez.
He's
go that far with it.
His feet are too big. He does this big setup with it. You're like,
setup,
shit.
Yeah,
here it comes, everybody.
Right. The setup is
the alarms go off. We're going for a tray flip.
I was going to say, when we were skating like X Games street events, where they would have it at Woodward in their giant quarter pipe, perimeter.
There's a rhythm section.
Yeah, that's where they get you. You're like, ooh, rhythm section, and then all of a sudden there's a handrail in front of you. You're like, ah, man.
But when we would do that, you'd see us lining up a run. It's like, okay, I got that. I'm gonna jump up from that quarter pipe up to the fence, to tail stall, whatever.
Yeah.
Do a 270 over this hip, and then there'd always be both he and I were guilty of. There'd always be one kickflip.
You have to have a
spot,
yeah.
And you see us preparing for it, like, oh man, here we go. Like
it's your 900.
Be a steep bank. Just like, oh, this is
it's
okay.
Just,
and you see us
rolling at it, like, here it comes. This is gonna be the one flip trick, and you make it, and you're just like, yes.
I actually skated a contest back then, like around 93, 94, where I went up because I would do 360 flips over hips, but it'd go backside direction.
So it's like a 270 flip.
It's what's over a hip? So is that 270? Yeah, I guess so.
Yes.
Sure.
Whatever.
Anyway,
it's a 360
I had that
flip.
pretty dialed, but
oh no, backside it's more than a
backside.
360 flip. That's how I would do
it's like the way they call it a big spin, but it's not a big spin.
Okay.
Come on, it's a backside 360 flip.
Yeah.
From a vert perspective, and I came up and I remember thinking like, I'm probably gonna miss this. Like, this is super risky. And then I went up at it like this with my fingers crossed, literally with my fingers crossed, like, come on. And then I landed probably maybe the worst one you would have ever seen.
The funniest one you made.
But feet together and just land like, yes. You're right. That was my 900.
I think that's, I had a video part where I did a 360 flip and a frontside kickflip at what's that Ventura skate park called?
Skate Street.
Yeah, where they had a little step up.
Yep.
And I had a trampoline at home in Australia, and I knew
you
how
put a step up in your video part,
dude. I put three tricks on the street course, and it was a kickflip, frontside flip, and a 360 flip. And the 360 flip, like up the step up, like the board landed
bouncing.
It just landed up there with me.
Yeah.
Like it wasn't a whoop it. It was just like, hey. But I remember when I came out, like street dudes were like, hey, like
Ellis.
good for you, fucking idiot. Like what the hell was that? I'm like, nah, thing was sick.
That was part of the deal back in the day. Like,
I would love to see all three of us our 360 kickflip, like just a compilation,
like
of
on flat,
boom,
or
boom,
just
whatever your best one is.
Oh, sorry, Tim. Go look.
Tim, what's the Bones video we were in together, or were you in that?
Magic. Bones
Magic. 360 flip. This is gonna destroy his easily. But it's fun.
Okay.
I think I could do it again though. I think I'm gonna do backside 540, and then I'm gonna transition back to the streets for an Only Impossible.
Oh yeah, you still need to get that.
Got a busy schedule.
Got to get that one on the books.
Got a busy schedule.
So Andy and I did a new doubles routine recently that is kind of going, I guess, kind of went viral. Whatever.
It's on the news,
and it made it on Good Morning America.
So gnarly.
Which is wild.
Did they tell you that?
No.
How do they?
They just pick it up.
See, I don't understand.
The weird part is that he gets like, so it's 8 o'clock in the morning. I
saw
dropped
it in
the
my
kids off in
mentions.
school.
I saw it in my mentions on Instagram when I woke up because I get up at 6:45 with Katie and check my mentions, and then I just see people flashing onto Good Morning America, and I was like, "What is that?"
So he texts me I think we're on Good Morning America.
I think. I love it.
And I get a text from Tony that says, I think we're on Good Morning America. I'm like, Tony's texting the wrong person. Like, like, so I just text back, that's weird.
Yeah.
Thinking like maybe he meant to text this to somebody else.
Yeah,
or
okay.
whatever.
I want to know in what scenario am I texting
I don't know,
someone else?
because I don't know
Hey, we're
what
on
you
Good
do.
Morning-
Like, you're all like, you could be on Gordon Morning
me
America.
and
like
Kathy, like,
you and
hey, honey, we're on Good Morning America.
Oh man, I mistaked Annie McDonald for my wife. That happens, you know.
I want to know.
I do that a lot these days. Like, no.
I don't know, like
Too good to be true is
your
what you thought.
Video game something or
All right.
other, like 20th anniversary of the video game. I was
okay.
on Good Morning America. Like I don't.
So do they
Fair
want
enough.
an interview with you guys, or they're
No.
just like, no,
No,
there you go.
so clearly it aired on the East Coast, and so I went upstairs and DVR'd the West Coast feed, and then after I took my daughter to school, I came back and yeah, they showed it, pretty much all of it.
Did they explain?
They just said, here's a clip, the sports clip of the day, and it's crazy because the Olympics are going on right now, so they got plenty
wow.
of sports clips to choose from.
Yeah, good point.
They showed pretty much the whole thing and left out the last, like the ender trick.
Oh, the
What?
The lean,
Yeah,
the lean
the lean
rodeo,
rodeo
over the
back tail slide.
yeah.
They left out the banger?
Yeah.
What news people, man? They somehow
No
just
idea.
don't
Right.
get
We
it.
have
I'm
that.
watching it like, oh, there
Yeah.
it comes. No.
And that was by far the hardest thing
Yeah.
that we did. That was
Yeah, I don't want to bum you guys out, but that was the most impressive move for sure.
when we first went to try that. We didn't talk about this, right? This time
I don't
on
know,
this
dude.
reset.
No, we haven't. This is the first.
So when we first tried it, it was his idea, and I was trying to figure out how to sneak under him because there's not a lot of room there. And when he flips, he really does flip it. Like
Yes, he
it's not-
does.
It's not a flat spin. So the first time we tried it, I got past him, but then I felt something hit my back, and it hit so hard that I thought it was him. And
Did it knock you off your board?
it just knocked me forward, like into a extreme knee slide.
Oh, okay.
You know, when you're on a knee slide, it's like, oh, geez, and you
Yeah.
fall onto your stomach, basically.
Pretty much every slide.
And so I was like, we're not doing that.
So he stands up like, oh, we're not doing that. And I was like, I knee slid down. I missed my grab, but I didn't know my board had hit him.
Yeah.
And I knee slid down and he got under me. So I was like, oh, maybe that's possible. Because this is the very first try. Like, let's just try it and see if we can not kill each other.
Yeah.
And we, as far as I knew, got out safely. And I knee slid down. He's like, we're not doing that. I was like, what? Why? What? Like, what
And he
happened?
said, because you hit me.
Right.
And,
Because-
Didn't
because you
just
fell on
land
my
me?
back.
Right.
and then you had to explain to him
And I was
that
like,
you
no,
didn't.
I didn't just land on you. That was my board. Sorry. I'll hold
I
on
love
to my
how
board next time.
it wasn't Andy that hit you. It was Andy's board. And then Tony's like, oh, well, then we could probably make it then. Like,
I
it
was
still
I
hit
was
you.
still a little hesitant. I was like, please get a hold of your board.
It's
No.
weird. I would have thought the harder job would be him going over, but to know that you could get stabbed in the back.
Because of the way I flip, like it's amazing that Tony could figure out after and it took
'Cause it's
probably
the-
eight or 10 tries to figure out. He had to go because
he has to
because
go
of-
under when your board's above your
exactly,
head. Right.
Exactly. Because I flip over, if he doesn't go under at the right time,
Yeah, he's going to hit.
he's gonna hit. My knees are gonna hit him, or my head's gonna hit his back.
Oh, wow.
So
That would
so I'm-
really-
I'm
I
not the
throw my
most
he-
astute backside tail slider either.
I thought
So-
the one you did was better than
Legit.
your average.
No, I'm just saying I don't have them on lock for the
Right.
most part. So I had to dig deep and figure it out every single time.
Right, because if he makes it and
If
you
he
don't,
makes it,
you've ruined
that
it.
that happened.